Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Pages and Me. And in this video I want to talk to the books I read in July. This one is The Corset by Laura Purcell, and this is about a woman who thinks because of her needling she kills people because she hates some people because she has to work for them and they look down on her, and she's like, oh, I hope you're never here again and I hope you die, and then a few days later they die. So when one of her new mistresses dies, she confessed like, oh no, I wanted to do good because she has a baby coming her way, and yeah, I wanted to make her a positive corset, but in the ending, and this is a spoiler alert, her mistress, her husband, and the other maid, they love each other, and it was all a complot to get the mistress her money. So, and she wanted to Dorothy is the mistress and Dorothy is the one who talks to Ruth, and Ruth is the one who thinks she murders people with her needling. So this was a no for me, but maybe it could be a yes for you, because it isn't a bad book, it just fell a bit still sometimes. So yeah, it is a pretty cover because it has gold foiling on it on top, but I'm happy I finally read this one. Then of course we have Charm by Tracy Wolff, and this is book 5 in the Queer series. You can see it here. This one is book 6, this one is book 5, and this one is about the time she gets stuck in her head with Hudson, and you actually find out they get transported back in time. Like, the world is just going on and on and on, and like I think like more than 2 years go by where they are together in the head and in the shadow world, and because they fuck up with time, the time master, or like the time god, has to come and make everything right again, and then she gets transported from the day she put Hudson and her in her head, only 4 months further, and you see that in this storyline. So I think that was I didn't expect it. This was a surprise. So this one is a yes, because it's something totally different from this storyline. So yeah, I recommend this one. Then we have Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Mayers Sane, and I only tapped 3 things because it was important for the plot. And I really liked the beginning, and it was easy to get through, but then it was getting boring in the middle. Like, a big part of it was just the same thing happening, and there was just nothing happening in the storyline until like the end, when there is I think an hurricane coming, and they have to go because they live by the river, and their city will probably like won't be there afterwards, and a lot of kids die in here. They are like 18, 19 at most. So if that is kind of hard for you, I wouldn't recommend this. This isn't a bad book, but it's a maybe for me. Then we have The Prison Healer. This was, I think, the first book I finished in July, and I love this one. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. And this is also a very popular book on BookTok and BookTube. So I already have book 2 on my bookshelves, but I don't have book 3, and I did have some stuff. And I have to tell you, the ending shocked me, and this is again a spoiler alert, but the woman, the blind woman she has to care for, and like, if you let her die, I will kill you. It's mom. I was like, this is probably just a random girl. Like, in the beginning I already thought, so yeah, okay, of course this prison healer, she is the one they want, and she is like the princess of the rebellion. In the end, her mom just dies because there is like a war breakout in the prison itself. So her mom dies. She can't save her mom because it's too late. She does escape the prison at the end, and there's of course also the werewolves, and they have magic, and she has to complete 4 trials in here. She almost died by the first one. Like, there's the 4 elements and healing, and I really like this one. I get why this gets hyped up a lot, so this is a yes for me. I also read The Score by Al Kennedy, and I bought this one second hand. You can see I got fluid. I don't think this is my favorite one, but it isn't a bad one. And yeah, I mean, this is also the thing where on TikTok it's very popular. Like, she wants Ellie says like about Dean, call Dean, and Dean shows up, like that part. This is in this book. So yeah, I like this one, so it's a yes for me. I also read this one, The Daughter of Auschwitz. This one is a Dutch version. I tapped some bit, and this is a very emotional and hard book to read, at least for me. So you start with the first chapter, is like the part where they hide from the Nazis when they are already in Auschwitz. Then you get chapter 2 is a throwback, a flashback. You just go to the beginning of the war, and then you go you just follow her life and what is happening. There are also some pictures in it, and like, she tells her why she probably survived the World War II, and then in the end she married to go to Jerusalem, Israel. She lives there. There's another war, and she's like, oh shit, like, I don't want to leave, but is this what my parents would have done for me? Because her parents, and she's an only child, do survive this one, but probably just pure out of luck. And yeah, it's also hard to read that, like, out of a city of like probably 15,000 people, Jewish people, only 200 came back to the city. That's like a lot of people died just for someone's power trip. And I'm sorry to say this, but yeah. So I try to push myself to read some memoirs a year, and I'm really happy I picked this one up. So this is a yes for me, but it is probably a maybe or no for you. also read this one, Grey Thorn. This is book 2 in the Bloodleaf novel, and it's not bad. It's something totally different from the first book, and then in the ending, she's on the run, and at the end she dies willingly, and they have to try and bring her back. Like, you just see she goes through her life, and in the end she like goes through the ghost world kind of, and she this you see her like going back to some points that happened in her other storyline, and they're like, wow. Like, how did she do that? Is that even possible? Like, she saved, like, in the end you like see her try to kill someone on the ship, and then when she goes to the ghost world, she goes back to that moment and is like, I will serve you, but you have to do this, this and this for me. And yeah, so eventually the one she tried to kill, she saved again. Then this one is one of the last books I read. The Verzonken Wereld van Lucy, like the Drowned World of Lucy. I don't know if this is a book in English, if you will find it somewhere, but it's an Alzheimer story of a man whose wife got Alzheimer, and you like see what is happening and how fast it can go down. So I won't keep this, but it's a maybe. Like, it's a really fast read. It's like on only 140 pages, but yeah, this is a maybe. Then of course we have Beach Read by Emily Henry, and I only tapped 2 things. I don't know, yeah. I read this within 24 hours, so like not in one day, because I started like at 9 p.m. Saturday, and on Sunday at 4 p.m. I finished. So I read this within 24 hours. It wasn't bad. But I also didn't love this. Like, I'm not really sure why this book got so much hype when I'm thinking about it. Like, you see, so this one is August, this one is January. They kill on a bed, like, I will write you a happy ending, and I will write you a little like a sad ending, like yeah, so they take on each other genre. And he was there, and they go to I don't really know how to say it, but they talk about people who were in a cult, who most of them got killed or tried killing themselves, and yeah, I don't know, like, in the end she wins, he doesn't, but his book got sold for a little bit more, like, in the end. Yeah, I don't know, it isn't bad, but it missed something for me, so a maybe. And this, you can see I DNF'd this one. I found Flock, the first book in the Ravenhood, like a maybe, but this one, I'm just hating it. I'm on page 102, chapter 11, and I'm hating this book. And apparently this is the best book of the trilogy, and book 1 was maybe, second book, this one, Exodus, was the best one, and then Finish Line was a no for most people. So I think I will just sell Vlog and Luxurious because I don't have the finish line. So yeah, I don't know if I read ebooks or audiobooks. I will look. So I didn't read any audiobooks or ebooks, but on my July TBR was also this one, and I didn't finish it in July, on August 1st, so this will be on my August TBR. And I also had another TBR book, but I started reading it. This one, Stain by A.J. Hogwarts. I'm on page 12, but I wasn't really in the mood to read this one yet, so maybe I will read this in August, or I will just put it back on my shelves and I read it another time. So that's what it is for my July TBR. Thank you for watching. Bye.